Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder, the place where we turn confusing financial jargon into crystal clear insights. And today we're digging into Freeport-McMoRan's latest report. And let me tell you, it looks like they're keeping their cards close to their chest with some interesting news. Before we jump in, if you like getting the real story behind company filings, make sure you're subscribed. And hey, we've got a fantastic community on Discord, sharing more trade ideas and insights, link in the description below. Alright, so what we're looking at here is a Form 8K, which is basically a report for really important stuff happening at a company. Think of it as a company's breaking news alert to the public. This particular report is dated July 23rd, 2025, and it's all about Freeport-McMoRan, a major player in the mining world, especially for copper and gold. Now, Freeport-McMoRan, often just called FCX, is a pretty big deal. They're known for their massive mining operations, and their results really tell us about the demand for essential metals that go into everything from electronics to electric cars. Their main stock is traded on the New York Stock Exchange under the ticker symbol FCX. So when you hear about FCX, they're talking about this company and its stock. The most exciting part of this 8K is usually the financial results. This section is where they tell us how they did in terms of making money and what their overall financial health looks like. Here, Freeport announced its financial and operating results for the second quarter and the first 6 months of 2025. This gives us a snapshot of their performance over these periods. Then we have this Regulation FD disclosure part. Regulation FD, or fair disclosure, is a rule that says companies have to share important information with everyone at the same time, not just with big investors. This means they're also sharing the presentation slides that go along with their earnings call. It's like getting the visual aids that the executives use to explain their numbers. This is often where you find the key takeaways and the way they want to frame their performance. And finally, the exhibit section. This is where they attach all the supporting documents. Think of these like the appendices to a report providing the actual data. Here's Exhibit 99.1, the press release itself, titled Freeport Reports Second Quarter and 6-Month 2025 Results. This is the official announcement, usually with the core financial figures. And Exhibit 99.2, the slides. These slides are crucial because they distill the complex financial data into more digestible charts and key messages. It's where the story of their performance is really told. Now let's talk about what these company reports actually mean for investors and for the broader economy. When a company like Freeport-McMoRan reports its earnings, it's not just about them. Copper and gold prices are huge indicators of global economic health. If demand is up and prices are high, it usually means industries are booming, construction is happening, and technology is advancing. If prices are down, it can signal a slowdown. Looking at Freeport specifically, their results in this second quarter and first half of 2025 would give us clues about mining activity, production levels, and cost management. Are they extracting more or less ore? Are their costs going up or down? Are they selling more copper or gold? These are the real business drivers. Unfortunately, this 8K filing itself doesn't contain the detailed financial tables. It's more of a notification that they have released those results with the actual press release and presentation slides attached as exhibits. So to get the nitty-gritty numbers, we'd need to dive into those exhibits. For example, if that press release showed a significant increase in production cost per pound of copper, it could eat into their profits even if copper prices were stable. Conversely, if they managed to lower their production costs, that's a big win, making them more competitive. Let's imagine what might be in those slides or the press release based on typical mining company reporting. They'd likely be talking about their sales volume, the average price they received for their copper and gold, their production costs and their profit margins. For instance, if they sold 1 billion pounds of copper and their average selling price was $4 per pound, that's a 2 tonnes per pound. That's a 2 tonnes for profit per pound all up. Small changes in price or cost can mean millions or even billions in profit difference. Now let's consider the broader picture. Freeport-McMoRan operates in a cyclical industry. That means their fortunes rise and fall with global commodity prices and economic cycles. They have to make massive investments in mining operations up front, which can take years to pay off. So a good quarter might be followed by a tougher one and vice versa. Understanding their long-term strategy is key. Are they investing in new mines, expanding existing ones, or focusing on efficiency? Thinking about the risks, there are always environmental concerns in mining, regulatory changes, and the ever-present volatility of commodity prices. A major earthquake or a new environmental law could significantly impact their operations and costs. Also, labour relations can be a big factor. Strikes or disputes can halt production. In conclusion, this 8K filing is the signal that Freeport-McMoRan has shared its latest financial performance. While this document points us to the important information, the real story is found in the accompanying press release and presentation slides. These will reveal the actual numbers that tell us how well they're producing metals, managing costs and navigating the global market. Investors will be looking for signs of increasing production, disciplined cost control and favourable commodity prices to gauge the company's current health and future prospects. Alright, that's our quick decode of this Freeport-McMoRan filing. What's your take on what this means for the mining giant and the metals market? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. If you found this breakdown helpful, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe for more in-depth financial analysis. And don't forget to join our Discord community for more exclusive insights. Thanks for watching and we'll see you in the next decode.